hard drive so and ewo. So I'm to register my before then nankasa. Now you are requesting from Electoral Commission one data. I have a pool code book. Code book. I had a summary of the register now. I don't know amount polling station by polling station. Nkofo dudu amwachro mudi that numbers. Now amount constituency dudu na amount region na amount national. I know a wow amount to me as a register no which must say because that gives you a detail a very simple document. Until my register no say sign no. We ask say register na mode my no. Nkofo dudu sen and I'm more register in this registration. Say final one. Go for the door saying. After that, you know, so region by region, no numbers ben and I can want them. We NABC Electoral Commission say why we register now? This information over here. And I register easy. I share your boss say, oh, are there a bisa no? Say ye register ni we na kwa. Only but two ye platform so adiama. So the question was that so idea about the media two platforms. I didn't find mine say now any the guiding document MIA because idea I count as in one sermon and 5 pages of document. And more than 5 pages of document. That is even we are bringing the other constituency. But in place of region 16 only 1 page some NIA can. And I'm also okay. So Sunday beside there any mom say omukoyi my office. Magari 6 hours yatina we twa mo ba ya still almost say adia omukohwe no mantimi extract it into mom time bio for them to go through the process and get us the summary of what we are asking for. Magari, I was even worried and pay me sorry easy Eddie statement ba I say near NDC bisano enim ramo so enya de or share mom say fama because I'm register for CI 91 section 27 4 if ana actually say yisi emma register it was soft copy so Majeri if ana law no say yeah ma register should be on hard soft copy or hard drive. Unim
any CI
say myself what the CI said was it man certified register. How were you doing it? Right from 92 everything that mo refer you know. In 1992 this every register no ade we no be print list no I was on no ade ama political parties. It's a bulky document but it comes with only names without pictures. No a print ama all the political parties don't come far. This has continued up to 2008 elections when we started introducing computers in our system. I don't know about Kaya, but that was a story in the public. This CD-ROM issue.
Yeah.
The CD-ROM issue.
CD-ROM issue, yeah.
2008.
Yeah, those times.
At that time, when you CD-ROM, you still have to print the register list at the account at the political parties. This was done up to 2012 elections. But the challenge is is delay. So no, this time around, you got 21 days. Before we print list, now only 2 days to elections. Okay? Now 2 days to elections. So what we were relying on now is a code book. Because code book, actually in printing, within 5 minutes, what we are printing, a copy. Because it's just a page. Actually, say police station result numbers in here. So 2020, 2016, no code books. And they count the soft copy of the register. So what we were asking of Yisi, any SAS summary now, you can want some now. So bet media my name go for do saying any other register no more. Because we said the last electoral commission kasa on the number of people who have registered work about 18 million. Okay.
Yeah.
And now what elections so you don't use assumption number to go into that.
It should be specific.
It was specific. So what's your final register there? And for say any register. Major, I know say we have more researches in terms of such things. As you sit today, for say na about 2020 elections.
And you more register na mo
why na beti ma no?
Say easy na
say one my. Into na kan do e share no. no aga say Ghana for ade we life nkrofo ya team register omo 18 so this number region by region this is what we have ebia constituency e better 275 inti memo data no from the website so as we speak nobody knows nkrofo dudu e better about 2024 elections o see me come register no me kwa hwemu ansa na me numbers na beto ja who will take my number serious Jerry
okay
send this banner catch say nkrofo will register no more no voter register 4 million will you take it Jerry
there is we can confirm
so I didn't tell you see ma on my no that information information e bisa no information for the public o say ma obi enhu nkrofo dudu a ye kire omudi so meto about 2024 elections dudu sen and beto about region by region and you see I can say yes ya bisa adia yes say ye bisa Jerry in fact in their letter almost say such information no it's a tedious work to do in affair and a summary of the number and then I'm guy letter no more
one statement no the buy
okay Jerry unim say ejuba na omo ye no so no your elections director of electoral service on show registration no so IT4 and a compilations no you better report about commission say you ejuma no into the question here be sir how did they report to electoral commission before they certify the register to come out? Did they just tell them say oh yeah registration is 20 must satisfy Jerry
okay say one no say IT4 no technical men woman a be brief through the commission
okay
right as to the numbers are
so did they do it or not?
So one more year say easy for one
which means obi anya bibia omo register level to Ghana for you say omo register it doesn't care what happens. So we are only helping the Mensa in case people are not helping her in office to understand this process. Jerry, okay, say yes, start registration, easy or registration now. Moto be amusi, or see, let the public know about something, right? When some throw a dini we are no more the summary about say in conference mudinu do say in ma say mema say meboa.
Okay,
that is summary. Ananya summary. A summary of the document because register lankasa why are they doing that? They are only telling us for us to understand the data no okay, but they started having problem when the issue of Cora draw ebemo when you say easy nankasa Cora draw issue number my system anya nanka that system about sa par chart of register so after 2024 registration we no in map do say and actual nkrofo say and actual mudi region nigga the Einstein but Cora draw neka say emfanya humanity they don't know how to use it now. So don't you think that they are doing this service to this country without giving us this information?
Time on the provisional voter register and mamma na statistics and
it's a live program no. That is where they mention up to the 1,500 that are missing names you know. Omukachi said now nkrofo am register 18,771. But it's provisional. And on my region by region. Okay? On my side, at that meeting, 15th October. That's where they brought the issue of Nkrofo NI transfer, which is 320,000. But air provision, you cannot use that one for any analysis. Why?
Okay.
Only say you start here printing ballot of papers, you know.
Yeah.
Because this air provision, you see the numbers, numbers no be. Say a fair education into the numbers you can register.
Yeah, because independent one woman seminar
Thank you. But now, baby, I go to know nobody's name will add up to the issue. So the issue of about any mobile. Into asema NDC ye bisa. Eti say me no my Jerry me no ka ebia sikasem. Na wo dey scared to bag me say me diska. Na say asika na wo dey to mu say me mbi o. But betimi a chiro krata bia kire me sika dodo na o mu na o che bia. Wo no sign na mu say sa na etumu. Wo say me nchiro wo dey kofie na ochina wo bia wi say ma mo sa number no. Do you think it's right? It's about ye bisano. And you say we are asking for a dear here. In fact, you can register. I'm say a new register law must say your my data no. But what is register? Register is the information of that document. And that's and so me register na document information in your computer register. Magere.
Okay.
Oh,
but what has been the status quo?
In America see.
I'm so okay. Code.
Yes, book code book. Code book. No, I mean, in July, they will start exhibition. No, almost the code book only by Edema region to guide the region. The moment we requested for it, they will draw it from the system. Because on code book could guide you to know say register now me one because for register a book. A book. You have to now go through to say where 200 before you add. Offer code book now a more direct on the sheet spread directly. Up to date here you can say you see have no consent to say okay munji code book. But my dear only one interesting if the see really are mindful. How many question ebisa here? Only say statistics na ebisa no and no mudi ballot printing no.
Yes, because women in polling station be
so now ebisa say a new provisional.
Yeah.
My the summary of the final one. I'm saying so how did you manage to do the provisional one for the print of ballot papers? So you see telling us say I don't mind print all the papers no na accurate ana.
Okay, and no so assumption.
That be no. When I think about me power some no. I have to me now my dinner is simple. It's assumption way is it permit
permissible.
Say right I mean to make say.
I want to make can say so one farm money there.
Oh, I mean will be elections, management of elections. One good thing about say other countries, different countries, problems anymore. You manage those suspicions from people. You manage. Because information now na go beto adwano emma wodi ense o system be bia wo mo. In fact na nkeka say mama final way no na mo boss say 18 million we say ya magena kan da me no ntia nkasasa asem we.
Okay, say register na ne ade ehun hia pa ide kwa goto aba. Now isi se wo ma admit wo so ma grant wo show statement no ma wo so ma grant mo request no. Even though say generating it na say be delay say den. So aden na mo fa register no na mo adwuma mo wo ye wo mo no mo nya while you be waiting for SARS statistics because you see na dia to me say one more the bema
which mean the yisi ankasa omo need that data we which they need it. The yisi doesn't even know the summary of their document from their statement we anamiwa. Yes, in Nim Nkrofosu do ever to about 2024 per what they said. Anamiwa. Magere. Yes, in Nim as we sit today. Yes, doesn't know the number of people who vote in Greater Accra. They don't know. They don't know in the
constitution. Basically, then accommodate a printed ballot paper.
No, not. I mean, document also then read.
Because we just a paragraph. We say at the meeting, the National Democratic Congress requested for the summary of the above list. Although the commission is not required by law to provide statistics of the various lists to parties, in the spirit of responsiveness, it granted the request by the NDC. To enhance transparency and accountability, the EC took the time to generate the summaries requested on the regional basis. Realizing that this would take time to generate, the parties requested the EC to send the breakdowns to them after waiting patiently. It is almost one of the bedroom.
And I make us say, register na EC one. If as when our quiet summary, I won't register on nim to do able to aba.
Oh, there will. It's a man. Okay, fine. And why not giving them the benefit of the doubt? One must say, okay, my train, yeah, the breakdown, regional breakdown near the end of the so take the register. Monso conquer you maybe woman. You can go ahead.
No. Okay. I'm the final register. Yeah, Juma and Fambabium.
And final, there's so we.
Okay, so give me and confirm what you have given me. What you are giving me, just confirm it by summary. Will be the Juma.
Why the summary so important?
Say, I was a summary, statistics. Say, semantics. So, what we need in the simple terms. In Kofodu do say and to about these elections. I didn't say easy antimi ultimate easy into me a press conference and can't tell you as you know say confirm to about 18 million or 50 million. Majority you analysis say what are you going to use to do analysis? You 2024 election. What will you use?
Ten dodo wa eto aba.
And so what will you,
that figure am I?
Into one like a bema. And this is a real. Yes, and I can say, maybe a man of mamma, no. Me the resident for 18 million. Region by region, they make capture any. In fact, that is what the EC should have even done first before giving us all the register. Yanka say Bobon for my dad Moody or register no more. Yanka no. Yanka no. In fact, we are not questioning the register. We are not questioning. The reason why we rejected not to pick, and they said, "So want to be my noa." The bigger one, and also to me, the kid also into your then there's a problem. Then there's a problem.
Say, more finding out because time in here for said our ground guy special voting. Ebe baso no money enti more finding out from the East said that Ben and I'm ready some of the background because almost all granted a request. Meaning said they will submit those data to you.
Digan and this bro.
How?
Market.
What made it?
Okay, I say yeah, first registration exhibition. They took us to this router. At the end of the day, my 11th hour. Then came to the public, I catch you, oh, say they are my NDC. They will try. In fact, in their meeting or Casano, what say we have in the law said within 21 days. So they are not there yet. So if they will take 21 days to even provide NDC the information, they are within the law. Okay? But what they have now not realized, say, they have not told the public, send a better Abba this time around.
But I believe that information, they can't hide it from the public.
So why?
Because they are still within the 21-day period.
It's register now what the master with the register when any political party in Guadio. Yeah. And your mind will call your son from Mount. But the one Mount statistics, in fact, my dad say more register no says here. You cannot bring the numbers out. It takes a work for you to do.
It's voluminous.
So why can't you do these simple things? Majari. Unim, for easy for website. In 2024, on my figure on my website, I can say register 18,422. On one get a press conference, and I'm about 18,630. When we ask them, say, I didn't see that I'm going to parliament, and I'm going to board 618,330. And I got them, I'm about 3 figures. They are incorrect. Almost say they will ask the IT to check and reverse. Up to now, I'm going to make my final figures. Up to date. Don't forget, say, this is a electoral commission that used 3 different figures to declare result in 2020 elections. Okay? So if you don't know the numbers that we are taking into elections, no be say when it dear or being share me say me famra. So when they were publishing the Cora draw, they are no on a show much okay, so almost see because of transparency into our year. Now when you are managing election, then into our elections, McGarry. Yeah, election go. So it's about getting information out to the public.
Madisa data be a good one day. Oko Yisi website one. Polling stations 40,976.
Yes.
Political parties 15. Registered voters 18,772,251.
Yes. Information about polling station in fact, look, they have to update it by 1 because after they started printing papers, they brought 1. Told me a mistake. I'm on fan. So that must be updated. Okay. Now they gave you the number of political parties election. These are the issues. In fact, the information now you see on the website where it was for about almost since October.
And
when you have met electoral political parties in DRA, up to date, you have not updated your website.
Okay. Madi, no. Say no. Major register not to no. Are you not far behind time?
No.
Okay.
Oh, elections, we are well prepared for these elections. We are very, very well prepared for these elections. Yepeni, and that is why we are raising all those issues to make sure, say, you see, if you don't correct all these things to reduce emotions, people will carry such emotions, sentiment can 17 correct here, into the main elections. At that point, it's difficult for you to manage it. So we don't want to get to a point like I say, one man is statistics, 1 mile away, until we be see here. At that time, then your excuse is not excuse. We want to go to election day only to deal with all results on the day of elections. What you say? We want to deal with that issue on the day of elections. Well, I am saying that we are even helping electoral committee. Jemensa, perhaps officers are not helping her. In yes idea, some reno where idea bisa no enya adi kese bia. In fact, when I make us say, a meeting before certified register no, they don't know the number.
Okay.
They should have known the number. Say 18 million a year. Hey, Ashanti region percentage where nearby. India one size you know why. I believe say they will reduce. In the can say easy. They be acquire say send this residual no more. But NDC say and this law now go 2 years say law bis and can say friends statistics.
Yeah.
Law ben na catch say ma obi friends have information register. Na law ben can say yen no yen fan to drive so.
Mami bisa we quickly na me now we excess printing of presidential ballot papers no.
Okay.
Mo raise a concern. Mo flag bearer crowd na no to me say ballot papers ni be akwa ko DMPP for nsem. Okay, say
there be one can say ko DMPP. Was say 2020.
2020 no ga.
Yeah, was say 2020 ballot papers ko DMPP for am ya tom printing na Akufo-Addo. When we raised
because I remember saying so okay, be say currently no. Ballot papers ni be.
That issue came in 2020. Say a printer tom printing. In fact, electoral commission ko be abonte. E ka say that ballot papers
ain't valid.
Ain't valid. And e ka say so be ye ku na echi no a crime. But we ye ku no so CD enye crime bio. Me boa. Say adiro counterfeit na okita counterfeit. So do go tell you na echi why say counterfeit. But to biane ni wie na obi enhu a you feel say why you say we akade obi use kano. Now so the issue of say invalid, you know, is because it is not in the serial numbers, you know. But where can this thing happen? It can only happen when people have more of these things, say in access or system. People are able to get it easily, and that will allow somebody can use it. Say, me use it, they go to Aba, and that is why we are all preventing. In the excess ballot paper now, you can't ask them. It was raised, you know. It was raised even to help the printing companies and all of us as our mind. Because you will do our printing, but our printing, what do you become? Say in case of the maybe you soon a bit say name ye be echo. Now, so you don't create room for more excess. Say me GDP say so if a company is doing that and you are printing more excess, which means one cost, it will come back to the states. Because
excess no.
Say paper no print. Time in all day. That's what they are.
That's why you have not been sanctioned. Because at the end of the day, I can't show say nipa be 100 never to aba. Oh, police station A. Until you adwen won say 100 no. E bia if I for 2% being count.
Into now we are
print be 120
and you guys all print 125 because all parking we be say. Now one will say you print 170.
And as a company and print.
Okay, so why will a company decide to be wasteful? No, you see,
a company. So
that is where you need to ask. The benefit in there why you break rule. The benefit ben, and I mean say paper, mean say ink, mean say time, mean say wait, say me yeah waste it too. Me yeah mean to go. Say company in our open.
But Madi, share the kind of training.
Yes.
Waka say some yama. It's a ballot paper and it be free na kwakugrum. Looking at the kind of training now, Modia Mamon Crow from Babako police station. You shouldn't be afraid. I don't think so. Unless you tell me, say some of them will be compromised.
You see?
Because without that, me dear about to achieve Yako police station, Yako the previous election, Yako. You see, Masa said Nipa Bejina Hose ballot paper being free being ballot box.
You see?
Well, and then I just said,
Jerry,
more man you call for more agents and all more with.
But when you say we have all this training we did in a year, could draw the document.
Oh,
W.
But you,
W. Tobo. And I only a when you say I train you when and I pussy gani, yeasy officer.
Oh, yeah, illegal transfer.
Eh? You see, you may be looking at one point. In fact, when it comes to elections, you cannot say, oh, yeah, 100% proof skill. There are lapses at any given time. So, because I've trained my agent, enti yenye bibia keke.
Who's had their field though? Field work.
Me say you training for electoral commission 2020. Electoral commission board 3 results. 3 results.
No significance for about one so.
Okay.
Results no be changing in na any significance say ebema obi olusu ye na ba be win. So which are the results? How do you declare results? The results we declare the
you declare result once.
One.
When say law say 1.
Yeah.
But I mean can say into call okay 3 declaration then why?
But woman declare but the correct
no
figures. Declaration
was
1.
No.
But figures were correct.
You see, that is why we keep saying, say, when it comes to there's no lapses in declaration, you take your time and get it right. Okay? Say, Beba say, may correct here. You will not get the result. You will not. Then what is the sense of say you declare result once? So in those issues, we are always careful in issue to be. You say, okay, say yendi MPP ko to aba. District officer ejina ho. Na man for the ballot paper try say because every ballot paper is crap. Okay.
Our internal elections.
Yes. Now some prophet me your ballot papers on MP ballot paper. You see every ballot papers. Now can see me careful. Where the main chance agent.
It's how are you ensuring? Excessive because they say the
okay. I've said ni now ni say the ever box no more is there because bag in there in the ever bag no.
Okay.
But it will be good for all of us not to do waste in whatever we are doing. It will also give everybody that confidence be untoward and so.
Okay.
That's all about it. Just reduce that issues. In fact, since we raised those issues, things have been normalized as we are moving on. I'm going to say, okay, I didn't tell me in too much then so because we be 3,000 ballot papers in your kitwa. Because one ballot paper, the cost is not the way I hear photocopy or chromo. It's very expensive material. So I think that those are the areas that we will manage. We will do all those process. And when I say until the day say I declare result. Yes, I have an agent, but we are human beings.
Okay.
So I have to protect it beyond. A friend said, "One says, oh, defender, papa. No more ball, the back. Say, oh, goalkeeper, you're good. No more ball, the back, the super. I shouldn't go. And not because you have a good goalkeeper, that will allow balls to come on him.
And you're true.
Because it is a lot of good agent. No matter at the phone, baby, ever. It will go. So we are all doing these things just to make sure, say, we get the right thing.
All right.
In the process now.
Okay.
Yeah, inshallah, we are clear in our mind. Say, John Mahama will be declared president December 7th. By 9th, now electoral commission. I believe that this time one president will say over 24 hour. Because John Mahama campaign to one. Because I can see your declare result. But we are clear in our mind.
Okay.
Say John Mahama will be voted for and declared as a winner in these elections.
Okay.
We will not disappoint and fail Ghanaians in terms of monitoring the process, making sure that the vote will count in favor of John Mahama. We will get the peaceful elections this election. I can assure you. this election will be one of the peaceful elections. Yes, because the NDC is ready to give Ghanaians, because beyond December 7th, we need to move in developing this country. I have been in court in 2013, Supreme Court. 8 months in court. Everybody was sitting on the tent wood. Everybody. In fact, we movement and say, why are careful what will happen? I remember the day now I declared 2013 Supreme Court. So we were premises, because I have been in the court for 8 months. We were premises, as if we're in Liberia, in some countries that's a war country. So, and it causes development in Kwichi. In fact, last time I know about this Boko issue, unless you have not traveled around that area. I have gone up to Pusiga, Garu, Timpani. In fact, it gets to a point now you don't go through. There are roads you have to use the Bila to go to Timpani. Even when you are driving through that road, it's only prayer that you are praying for you to get to where you are going. It is not the best thing. And then DC will offer the opportunity for peaceful elections in this election.
Okay.
We don't need to sign anything because we believe in peaceful.
I said peace pact and the man sign.
By your coordinator, now do Johnny Free Hono.
Then.
Oh, so that's a coordinator. I'm afraid say say your door my Ghana. But me say you only because on the to trust them now.
I'm walking now.
Yes. Uncle. And as a peace pact na yan chiro, over kaya can peace council won by NDC office, In fact, they came with even cameras around. Ebe tell mu ejitu ye ma conditions mun ko this mu wi am bra na ye nkoso. Up to date, mun buy. Internet NDC you can say mu ABC the boy na up to date omu ko ye na mun buy. Ana amaka just omu buy anje omu ntu.
Okay.
Omu buy. We will give Ghanaians, we will do everything for peaceful election. And it favors the NDC anytime there's peaceful election. And we'll do it. We'll make sure that it happens. Okay. I will come with you here by 9th December when John Mahama has been declared. Because we will make sure our votes, as we are protecting the registers, our vote will be made the vote to be declared.
Okay.
Our vote that will declare, we announce, is the same vote the Mensa will declare.
Okay.
That's clear in our mind, that one.
All right.
But Obia, that they know, Obia, Drobia better.
Drobia better.
They were telling you, to trust them. They even want to enjoy the peaceful day we'll have.
All right.
Because beyond December 7th, there's a more life for us to enjoy. Majere, we should remember say.
Also, that's
Mama Yakunya.
Yeah. My dear sir, with all the busy schedules, which
and I just why I just say one you miss you for, and then why I did. And I said the mayor hunting that they
may say one why I did why I did what get a ball. One hour born about so another one you're diabolic back or cry. Nakaneba, oh baby, name say, Nanka, your corner. Baby, Omoka say, kitchen. Who's the last me be south because I'm in teaching ye. Say, baby, a young cocoa, your friend is saying what you can say. Baby, a young cocoa. A baby, a young cocoa, a Diane cocoa. Thank you. What I can see, Kitu and Kukubu. It is almost say, Obi, a work university. What a sentiment. Now, Kasemo will be opportunity to do small scale pottery. Fikasemu, Nkoko, Kitty, Ejuma. Fikasemu, so the court from a small scale. Yeah. What about Fikasemu can maintain? And said one, that can maintain Kukubu, Kitty, into your mamma and Cabone. And I want also carbon. But me continue. But me na po mo say. And now ni policy ni na mo go kete. I saw him say, "Oh, what follow me ate." When him say me say kasa na I don't tolerate on my issue. Into you guys say mo come no eh. The first I don't tolerate because I only pan no kasa. Na say una hotel go back say na me kasa. Small medium enterprise. Yes. Of which if you had followed me wouldn't be position on that. But the obeka say me tie we bia we. If say na me ka kire of a K IMPP communicate. Me say of a K. We nanka we start be up here. We start to beton crate, 10 crate, 3-5 crate. Onche bia no me no we bia, we ye bia. Nko for 10. E beton 20 crate na 200 crate. Yan ton ko sia abode. Inde Ghana for ye ko 2 first we ko to bread there. It mean ko se beto mu. Say ton ko sia mu. In fact me on my ye ton ko sia ton. One more half. A chunk is half amount. Oh my God. But get my miracle. Madi, because of Baby and the crowd. Okay, Madi, me say, Madi Jibril, your Deputy Director of Elections, Edema, a National Democratic Congress, NDC. On na what's in canon. Now, said the media cans were advertising, last week, last week, Tuesday, no, me interview, Desmond, Amasaman, constituency chairman of the NDC. Inti, Community Minister, I pet the parliamentary candidate in the mind. It will be produced as we are Hojuma. I keep and watching, I said, my friend, Edene Abraham. Said on me, what do I say?
I'm not doing who you announce way.
Boko, Amasaman, Bibia Koyo, Buku campaign so. Eddie, it's say, oh, you want to say?
Oh, Emmy said, Mimi, this is my second time in tea.
And you want the Fufrubia?
A Bibia Mako true once. So, you
okay, good. Na Amasaman constituency. Eddie Kai, Sadam Apenyo Crowd, where you wine. I will be Jina, a Amasaman constituency. A Wendy City.
Yo, first of all, me de in Chiabema Amasaman constituency for Nina. Me constituency chairman, constituency executives, coordinators, branch executives. And as citizens of Amasaman.
Yeah, Sarah, me try no. Matthew for way, your Facebook, and I'm say, woman, I restarted no. A bar and them say, as I restarted no hunty, more Facebook Live, I am of franchise, a banner say, and dear, and your wapa, your technical challenge visa. Okay, that was it. That on Yanko.
He said, my friend, a young gentleman who is married with 2 kids. Be a microfinancier. And a businessman and so. And a politician. It says, he said, my friend, in brief way, me a businessman, I'm a microfinancier, I'm a politician and so.
For how long have you been with the NDC?
Since
I don't know about microphone, yeah.
Since 2012.
Okay.
Yeah, since 2012.
Actively.
Yeah, actively.
Yeah.
2012.
Now, again, motivate you. Work first one,
yeah.
Second one. A motivate you say, "Amasa my constituency, so be the anymore."
Matima Amasaman for 37 years now. Machawa hopa.
And I watch another informative live,
And me who say Amasaman a constituency via yes, but the kind of development I can expect to say benya hono yenya. So the motivation came from the onset. No, because I a microfinancier. Into your Kokoko villages, no Emma and Banu loan to support in my business. So going around, no me who said there be. I'm someone sending a tear so many years. No, it's a net yet. A honor motivation ni ba ya means so me who could politics more, so that I can also contribute my quota to Amasaman constituency.
Vision being out the war, Emma constituency.
My vision is to bring development. 1, your roads in yet. 2, educational infrastructure, very poor. Health infrastructure, very poor. And then job creation for the youth. And then in Yama 4, Idama Komasoa. So maybe DMP.
Education, health, job creation.
Yes, and then our road network.
Our road network.
Improvement. To improve the road network.
Now, how well do you know the constituency? Saying a winning constituency now, I'm waiting me identify these 4 areas.
I know the constituency very well. Unze mikachro is loan ejuma dia ya ye chinchin pa.
Yeah.
If you go and you need microfinance into what the more weekly you go around to do your collections now the day. Into moving around the constituency, a hona a mommy who constituency very well. And going around unze most of your areas, school are dying at most of them are in bad shape. We share desk and collatina so in Colorado or multi classrooms. Or so saying the average number of children is a multi classroom. We share so Amasaman menu can say the shift system is still ongoing. In Kola Eco School, Anopa, Ebimuko School, area. So loan ejumano amami echinchin constituency nina and identifying the problems a hona inspiration in by say me so me nko boa. So obehwe me call elections 2020 me nya but ohwe ejuma amaye in the constituency. It's not because of the politics per se, because some of the projects it was way before I even became a parliamentary candidate the first time. Yes,
just say you can't obi or track record that will be.
Pa.
Normal Benz and why?
Oh, my renovation of our mineships compounds, I work on 22 of them. Many can say, yes, school are dying from foundation. We've roofed it. Yeah, finishing touches, plastering now, they are now handing over. Classroom desk in Kolatinaso. Uko school bima, you see my company name on the classroom desk. School are dying a roof ni leaky. I have re-roofed the whole school. I mean, ejuma de ya ebi pa uko Islamic schools ni bi Merciful Islamic School ni Dar es Salaam there. I provided cement, I provided blocks for them to expand the school infrastructure because in class almost dozen same class. We go school be in class be 90. In class be 100. And so, time I go school no, we never experienced things like this. Until me rounds na ya me you know made me updated on some of these problems I work on since home. Yeah.
Okay. Na yan share a dynamics ewo eyama samai one more politics ekoso. How well are you equipped? Saying that who cope with the dynamics there? Because I'm a constituency in voter population say
about 170,000.
170,000.
Yes.
Wow. Saying that dynamics in the play.
Obeshe from 92 2020 a second time at MPP winning elections Masaman. And 2004 ni 2020 I'm winning you know. Na yen NDC for no problem for cry or yen party. There was a bit of misunderstanding and normally say banisa opponents no take advantage to sail through. But Yabeka Amasaman a constituency NDC for from where I sit, you know, we dominate. Our numbers are huge in Amasaman, but sometimes a problem but the opponent will surely take advantage of it because when there's misunderstanding, these things are likely to happen. For now, I can state on authorities that 2024 we are taking our seat back.
Yeah, take
yes.
The seat back.
Yeah.
So what's your figures Samupuli 2020? The presidential level, no. Osha another than Kwekufadu in 56,735, 50.54. John Mahama 54,655. 48.68. Well, you to say close.
Yeah, very close.
Very close because so calculate here.
About 2,000.
Maybe 2,000. Different.
Yeah.
Of which are very close.
Yeah.
Parliamentary. Awujina Mobi. Kwesi Ewuso Afrifa.
Yeah.
Afrifa Mensa. 57,638.
Yeah.
And I said my friend, you 54,519. Inti. Hanon sono utum say and also a close.
Yeah.
Because a year less than 3,000.
It's 3,190.
Okay, 3,190 votes. How are you bridging the gap?
Oh, so most of the time, politics, people feel say party way by one and party and MP at Nasu for some number of years. In focus NDC for Betinaso Ejuma Ben Amoye. At a point, they will want to have a change. Change in the by me sure as we speak. Omoye comparison, so the opportunity dima MPP for. They will compare what the NDC candidate did as compared to near NDC MPP. And when they compare, as I speak to you, it is clear. Me catch the MP, but Ejuma Amaye constituency honomo. I know the electorates, the voters in Amasaman will surely want to be the
opponent and so no so acquiring a walk on nominee at the honors so yebi. Also we yebi. Amount for nobody in a motion a year.
Oh, so acquiring the let me tell you one thing. I buy every party in power when they want to do infrastructure, they want their candidates to stand in for it to look as if say candidate in there. When you go across the country. Say
Aban
Aban
microphone
Bibia.
yeah.
Say Aban Bibia. They want to put their candidate in front for it to show so candidates no boy juma. Yeah, in your opposition. And me train and my election year in Drew and son of my ABB. Projects are my no. It was done way back. Chips compounds now make one no. I made a promise to those communities that yeah, now we need 2020 elections. Maybe be renovated. May win it. But in 2021, me call back to do those renovations just to let them know that we are people as I can't say yeah. Yeah, in train election year just to play political games. Say school at CAC. I started that construction work before I even went for primaries. Yes, shall say before I went for primaries. Say me we knew, nobody knows.
Internet just a constituency in Dawakomaso.
Damakomaso. That is what I'm saying. To have lived there for 37 years. Time me was primary school in Anamu.
No.
Yeah. Namu man. So some of we have passion to do this job. We are not just coming to do it to protect our personal interests, but passion in wo.
Now, when him say become an MP, no so na and that for my now TB. O man o moko Rashewe of your. Ana wote. Because we be kwe ebi ane na wunya nkran franka no. Enti we be wura ko na che say normal one time kakra. Ebi a resources ana wani da so be pule no. When to me pule amfa amwa wo manfo. Eti ade na said mapenyo ebetimi aye innovatively to help the manfo. Uncle relying Cocanchum is a common fund the mine. And inti bibi was a way crown 1 year mouth. And they are wooye dear. What can you tell your people? Yeah,
me call parliament, but me yejuma. So me sure as I call parliament and then come and tell my people that common fund in buy. When I wasn't in parliament, I me yejuma. It wasn't common fund I was using. Me lobby. I go to institutions that are not even government related. So what I say, I'm a businessman myself. Projects are made, some of them are from my own personal source. So the issue of going to parliament and coming to tell my people is that common fund in buy idea. I don't think such statements will ever come. Say, we know what goes on in parliament. We know what goes outside parliament. There are institutions that help. Me say, a lot of the projects are made in Amasamano. It is something I give back to society at the end of the year. Say year and there, whatever profits we make, we try and give some back to society. Yeah, in trying and call parliament because whatever profits I'm making it from my constituency. But at the end of the year, means me go be at 10 cities and not 20 cities. Until the year projects for community, I feel say everybody in the community will benefit. Now I'm saying about 2 years ago. Me started a project be a friend I care project.
Yeah.
Every year, me selected in Kolani be a person musunya isanwe skill training. And gradually, a few way homo amasaman homo amudi. When I was invited and I was going, me the sewing machines need be echo chair and him for no say they should identify kids in their community. Exactly. So yes, I gave it to the chiefs to identify the people and I inquire or more community who wants to learn something. And where your project to be as a maybe DMP, I want to increase the numbers. I feel be a inquire 500. By 4 years time, I'm free parliament. I inquire 2,000. Esther say they are learning something. It will create jobs for them. Economic empowerment. We don't have to rely on government all the time to empower our children.
Na bisa we so say South no say what the course na wo ba chirehwe ehun say enya impact e wo form wana bi eno an say wa identify what the amount eno an no.
Oh, me wo obi a monitor. He goes to visit them sometimes at a point sika sembe ye problem kakra. But unko announce it publicly. Someone who even does not need the financial support will come and say, means to me here financial support. So me will be on anti almost. So some people they only need about maybe 500, 600 to be able to continue and finish. They don't need anything at all. But what supporting now wabesra so me ba share how far you are going is a motivation to the person until we monitor. But when the numbers become huge, that is when we have to look at a different strategy of monitoring some of these things. But they say, numbers in society is easy to monitor. But numbers never one. We have to look at a different strategy to monitor to make sure say obia o empower no economically no is able to go through the process to the end. So that benefits now your person youth ninya no on betimi nya.
Okay. Now, yan share a year what can be road network. Road network MPs. Mobeka say ya onya nkwa na okabie. Obi bepe MP edi a omotai ka. Akwan ne constituency no mo. Oba be MP na wie no. Otwea na ma waba be cho say MP. Anyam na be yi kwan. Enti o dia no so how different is yours? O dia na dey na dance so. Say amasa man for she we no nyam to aba na ma wo a. Onye sa.
Road there it is true say MP nya kwan. But they can lobby and push for some of the roads to be improved. Amasama baby wo ho a road in fa ho. Meanwhile roads are supposed to go through such communities. Community be as a good road network efa ho a automatically development catches up with the people. For us to be the third largest constituency Ghana hanom no, I think say aban adwen ebayen so. You understand? Before I be free abayemu amasama na your grade anka o grade yen kwan emayen wa amasama. But MPP for ba power they auctioned their grader. It's been auctioned. Until say when you are in a community and your roads are not good. So one ko high grader. It's difficult to get
buying the grip here.
Well, yenye hu bi wa amasama. You have heard of it. Mimi hu ye. And grip no dabene buy. It's just recently. You understand? Say fine. It is something that will help with the improvement of our road network because it will help to improve. Anytime our road better, maybe all we need to do is to get fuel to fuel the equipment for it to go and do reshaping. But anywhere, you now have to go and rent a vehicle, which is more expensive. That's what I say. So for this issue of, I was part of those who were pushing for say constituency biano. We should have this earth moving machines that will be working on our roads. Eban is pressure and that leaders no so. Because if the roads are not good, the easiest way you can get is sorted is to fuel the vehicle and let the vehicle go and do reshaping. Especially time in Sioto. So when you do reshaping today, by 2-3 days time, in Sioto Pena road nothing. So say a buying say what equipments and truly a beba samandia. Well, let's see how we are going to use it to our advantage.
Job creation or data. No mebuna womuni ajumaye. No, but then
there be many data. But it was a core campaigner. It's a very common thing the youth complain about.
Okay.
It's very common. Baby, they keep telling you, and that is a common question they ask. That what are you going to do for us? We don't have jobs. We don't have jobs. We don't have jobs. For in Mema, most of them have resorted to this Okada riding business. But in Mano, they don't ride Okada. That is why I introduced the I Care project, to try and be taking care of them small. Because in Burma, they get this work.
I Care no, sign away.
So we minya sewing machine kakra need rice.
Yeah.
Then across the constituency, electoral area biano, we identify 1 or 2 or 3 people from there. Yeah, assembly at a common place and then hand over the machines to them. But I will forward with Chiaba because the parents should be aware, say, because they need the support of their parents to be able to go through this training, this skill training procedure. So we do it and follow it up to make sure, say, Akolano, when ya say sewing machine and now dry, they are able to go through the process till the end. Recently, early this year, skill training being so for people who want to learn how to do this makeup, a 3-year, this local drinks, so bologna,
yeah.
We give them certificates and then startup kits too. Those are the short-term ones. But long-term one, at the pump and a hairdressing, that one you stay in for about 3 years or 4 years before you are able to graduate to become a madam of your own. But short-term one here, so bologna, this local drinks near local drinks, hairdressing, makeup. This short-term ones are when somebody is given a startup of about 500,000 cities, they are able to stand. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was there to actually present the certificates to them. Yes, it was a program we did for 200 of our women.
200?
Yes, 200 of them. 200 of them.
Okay. Yane said my opinion on your parliamentary candidate, Amasaman constituency, in the name of the NDC. Ono na yene no edin komo na nwumre. Eti Amasaman for ebia amanu tumu a said my opinion ene owaha a yene no edin komo. Okay. Said am yen hwe eye ye job creation no. Now, Amasaman constituency baby a Udum sa won say hono ene etukotena for ewo pa. Enam say amanfo ba akwakwaye manfra. Ye ka no one way or the other cosmopolitan. Yeah. It is such a constituency. Politically no sign na mutimi position mo.
For me, I believe in one thing. A woman say politically in Kwafoko people want to see tribe way Omududro Esen. Tribe way Omududro Esen. Amasaman has grown to become a cosmopolitan tribe. You understand? It gets to a time it's not about the tribe. It's about the leader you have, his competence. Ejuma waya woho. What they can see in him. You understand? The indigenes of Amasaman. It gets to a time, you know. Nipana abamano. It's not about the tribe and our religion. Exactly. Nipa obetimiaye. Who is capable of doing the job? And because 2016, we are about 80,000. 8 years down the line, we are 170. Population, it's doubled. Yes, it's doubled. And Obia per se, baby outeno development ebeno. So if you have a candidate, who has not been in parliament, but he's able to go around to take care of infrastructural projects, it tells you that on your opportunity now is going to bring development to the doorstep of the people of Amasaman. It's high time I say you getting involved. Now you making sure say baby the place is conducive for all of us to enjoy living in that community.
Ediane master them upon your dance from other candidates one more Amasaman constituency.
Also dance as in what
your differential specialty say and the candidates are contesting. Well at the end of different.
From where I sit, me feel say Menkwafo seems me to be someone who is very disciplined. My humility to the people, because as a leader, you are in to serve your people. It is a obana arrogance kakra people you really don't like you. But my humility, my competence level, what I contribute to society is what makes me different from the other candidates. Yeah.
Na amanfo you're popular. As a work born to one indications I will from no. It dear dance here say the people will accept you.
Very well. Very, very well. Let me say as I mentioned earlier on 2020, me and I'm a contest here. That was my first time. And that was even the first time I went for primaries.
Yeah.
Yes, that was my first time. And at that time, me I can say my popularity was a bit on the lower side. But as I speak to you now, popularity in Wahopa. And I know that people are yearning to see what I can also bring to the table when I'm given the opportunity to be the next MP of Amasaman. Yeah.
More national chairman about just recently.
Yeah.
Or the foot will be crab a mamo. Say it is a mutimi kambum. Now mutimi just seat no nominee idea. Within your party, a constituency in the saying.
Constituency, Amasaman constituency there. I would say in every political environment, tension. I mean, I won't say tension, but people will disagree on certain things. You understand? My name is chairman, you're very fine. My name is constituency secretary, you're very fine. every constituency executive, I won't sit here and say that me will be a problem, and I don't think anybody has problem with it.
One more support to agenda.
But when it comes to decision making, in every home, if you want to take a decision, where feels it should go this way, the other person feels it. So the majority goes one way, and the minority feels that is not their stand. Sometimes it brings a bit of tension, but it's not because we don't like ourselves. The decision, it doesn't favor one party or the other. Sometimes not at the tension kakraba. But from where I sit, as compared to 2020, I think this time around we are far ahead. Yes.
Now, national chairman, how JDM about?
About twice.
JDM visited national chairman. It's saying one more back a can be bichro Jamaki bi ho.
Okay. 2020 JDM ba ho once. And asema na nkrofo kan so Mahama Bahase. So this time around Oba during the Ramadan time. And even during his second visit, Oba Kotoku Ekoye Esaba and Sakina, because of the graduation program I told you about. That same day, Oba Ho left to Obom, came back. And my nkrofo feel so president Okay. And people feel that Obahwa, he's getting first-hand information about the problems we have in our community. Obahwa, national chairman, so Abahono, it sends a signal. So, Ama Samano, Yadi Edda, NDC for Akomaso, say, yeah, problems, they will pay attention to us. Yeah.
It's a no Ebuama gives the motivation. A Malco campaign, and would to me who from say yes. Bambo by no fertile grounds.
Mahama Besamba Hobby Mana. And as you, I can't be very sure, but if the opportunity is there, he will come back because he's come to do the final part of his greater Accra tour. Opportunity Nebebana, he has to pass there. Why not? We will be ready to receive him.
Weekend they try me I'm launch a campaign. And a campaign launch and as we interview chairman.
And a campaign launch per se. It's a campaign I cover 33 days to elections. So we are doing a mop-up just to energize the grassroots. Say, look, we have the last lap. Mumayen United, Mumayen Ko grounds, Mumayen Ko pushy, all the knobs we have to push to make sure say Gaba yepese yinya in the upcoming election. So we are not launching campaign, but we are launching the mop-up. As in the last lap. Yedibe energizing grassroots, And your media men were there. They can tell you the crowd. This time around, say me move here. Everybody wants to move. So just to let the people know that look, we have just about 1 month to go. Let's all come together. Let's fire all our arsenals and make sure say vote. I say nya. Yen Papa Mahama on second round. He will get the 50% plus one. No, what we have to contribute from Emasamana. You so yet me I contribute this akotano.
Internet just said, no, yeah, dear, Edda Hoye pa more some but me appreciate it. And you vote someone Gaba or your target benefit when so.
We are looking at 90,000 votes.
90,000.
Yeah.
Wow. And you do.
Debbie. It's possible.
Well, I have more research.
Yes.
Even how it goes, yeah.
And our research findings we've been called say it's ready, so we should come and pick it up. In 2020, almost about 40,000 people didn't go out to vote. Out of the 154,000, never about 40,000 and 12. Meaning 54,000. Young Papa Mahama also just around 54,000. And from 154, almost 16,000 are back home. And I know that some people who voted the MPP the last time will want to vote NDC. Some floating voters who voted MPP the last time will vote NDC. And those who registered recently, the 16,000 people who registered, possibility say on over to Obama NDC for the first time is high because Oko grounds are. I get feedback, especially with the youth. This time around, your youth population now you register me So if you are able to sweep them in line, and I connect with them so well. So if you're able to sweep them in line to vote the way we want them to vote, 90%, 90,000 is achievable.
What's me at all constituency in
Yeah, at all.
How many electoral areas?
17.
17 electoral areas. What's my remuneration?
Nina.
The next 30 days ahead of us. Say 30 days. You have a few weeks. Yes. Itinerary net is saying within the constituency.
It's going to be more of community engagement.
Okay.
Yeah. So I get into a community with a music van, stand at a populated place, speak to them, move to another community, and I want to do that across the 17 electoral areas, just to do the mop up. Me kasano na me nkofo na mo edimechi no. They are engaging individuals because baby I drew no. We need to connect with everybody and make sure say nkofo epie aba beto aba. That is our main focus. Let the people come out to vote. Whatever we have to do to get the people out to come and vote, we are willing to do that.
Now, what's a year the constituency as a whole? Now, community engagement in Ekoso. You have your research data indicating said the normal airco the amount. Etina yebisa say now saying what targeting so what set it and you want to achieve all.
Yeah.
What's your campaign a year generally? This time I can bosome. I mean, to abana. Sa feedback no. Amao eye inroads be. And I say amao challenge be. I also say this time around. So to me the corrected within this 30 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't now monitor.
Yes. Say ye campaign na ye as NDC no. There were different campaign teams. Your women's wing, omoko campaign on their own. Youth wing are on their own. Inti omoko feedback are omode bano determines my next place of visit.
Okay.
Because okoa, yes, say and some of the places, especially places I started from. The people are saying, since he came here the last time, I'm about to Since he came here the last time, I'm about to So the kind of feedback I get when my other team members also go for campaign determines where I go next. Sundays, me call sorry. So say, make this feedback no from one electoral area. I'm forced to visit that community on Sunday. Meet me 7 or 8 or 9 churches on that Sunday. At least people who saw me on the street, I'll meet some in the church. I'll meet some at the mosque. Echina say, baby, my first point of engagement is a mosque. I go for Juma prayers with them. After the Juma prayers, then I get into the community for the door-to-door. So from the Juma prayers, me call the local chief hall, pay homage to him, seek permission to get into his community for the community engagement. Yeah, and we are sometimes there till 10 p.m. before I get home. Yeah, because the people are willing to listen to you. It makes the work interesting rather than tiring because the people are engaging you. You feel happy because you feel say they have some form of belief in you, and these are people we cannot disappoint.
Well, branch executives, one more a year very able.
Yeah.
One more wow.
Yes.
Because now, as I said, I work teams, wings a year Juma. Branch executives in the woman their war branch.
Exactly.
Woman need a man for. How are they supporting you?
They also go for the door-to-door campaign. On their own, they go for door-to-door.
Okay.
So electoral area, the coordinator organizes their people. So and then branch where they all come to support that particular branch. Tomorrow they move to another branch, and it's been very effective. They've already softened the grounds for me before I get there. Before I even get there, they give me some of the feedback they got from the campaign or Mokoye and Ansana Mimakoho. So my branch executives, they've been very supportive.
All right. Senator Wapenyo, a year parliamentary candidate Tedema NDC. Ono na ine yene ni din komo. And then you mre our torchlight. Jumedi so neat 100.9. Now, our message be mana, especially from Amasaman constituency. Obetimi dia for Facebook Live. Neat 100.9 FM. Neat 100.9 FM. Now, Osambari Mama Fukui. Osama Jerry as a resident of the said constituency. Please ask him on his plan for the Pokuase Mayera Road Network. Pokuase Mayera Road,
It's a very big issue.
Mudisi oba ama for the bono. Obi obi from Asama baby ade. Omo the bono. Me who see opponent Yaya Kasim omo the bono. So what are your plans?
Oh, it's a road. Me and so me fast akwan so ekofie. Baby amete no. Se me dodge traffic ehwana me fa. And the last time I'm national chairman eba Amasama no. Me ni call ho. And he's seen it himself. So it is a road we are going to take care of. And yebehwe SCSA, the NDC party by power. Because it's a promise he himself as a national chairman gave the community people. Say, yeba, during our time with the drains and all that. Power you know. The contractor wasn't given the needed support to complete the road. Until it was left that way. Yeba,
but I say me fa ho. Also, Wolfram Amasama Stadium. Stadium Junction na go pima. There is a linked road be. So walk by on your left. Put him remu na baba be pie. I think Pokuyase. I don't know my rakwine. That's an ear track wine.
No, part of it is trouble. Part of it is Masaman. So, ko agri quarters muha. A honum no trouble. But after the agri quarters, after Afiaman, now Ura Amasaman. Trying the aya much so. But in see topena, it gets back to exactly. And me feel say Pokwasi Majira Edusa Dunyo Road no. It's gotten to a stage where it's not about reshaping again.
Okay.
Because reshaping now, topsoil no, it's all been taken off. You drew stage here, it needs a bit of filling and asphalting, if I should say, because where it's gotten to now is not about reshaping of that road again. It's high time say attention, beba hoa you do quote.
Okay, Franca Atubra, I'll say, said a really good job. You are doing a good job. Amasaman is proud of you. Divine Ame, I'll say I trust Honorable for all his voice. I know he will do it, and we have confidence in him. Love you, our incoming MP. And I will also say, your passion to see Amasaman develop, even before you step into politics, is admirable. We need leaders like you. And also, Eddie Atohe. Inti, said ya way mop up. Few days, okay. O mop up no, and also no, after the community engagement. How are you conducting yourself to meet one man former woman Timiata was here with the messenger what carrying alongside all this while?
Was it how am I able to meet?
How how are you able? Because you were last minute. Last minute politics. Campaign the band sana. Ebia obeko baby ni akosi wechi. Because we opponents and so nam. Obefe baby ni akosi wechi. Now we opponent dey bia na waka cancer foforo. It's a band sana. Kwambe so na obefa so to restore. Ebia so bia akoka bibi, akwakodan bibi atu. Restore your message into the minds of your people.
Aside rounds and me branch executives, they are there to do the work. Semi woho, mini ho, they are supposed to carry on. Message now, round. They are aware of the messages we are going around with. One more will be opportunity 8 years. Now we do so. Now I'm out promises. Now when me in this war. What else will the people come and tell you again that is different from? Obi Ashembo one district, one factory. After 8 years, Yehu factory biya. And they are not even talking about it again. And they have me know the one district, one factory is not part of the campaign again. Maintain MPP climbing a political platform and saying that the one district, one factory.
Because say Amasaman mu ni bi
I'm sure you know Amasaman. Ejapia. It was some junction.
Because 1D1F no.
Yeah, one district, one factory. It was so.
So one J.A. Biney.
J.A. Biney, yes. And J.A. Biney is a company that has been existing long ago.
Obasa 1D1F no. Abino eso omasino a special dispensation given to such factories to revive.
They say I will build one district. It means they are going to build a factory in every district.
with private partnership.
I don't have a problem. That place was being run by Ejapia so many years back. And Ejapia, I don't know whether they collapsed or they closed down or what. And J buying it for Befire. Is Abain telling us that they set up the factory? Is that what they are trying to tell us? It's a factory that has been in existence for long. So say Obi factory ewo hodada, and you are come to claim say it's part of your one district, one factory. Then what infrastructure development are you bringing to the people? Because I want people to understand one thing. Obiaba na obesi bibia automatically it creates jobs. Obi be 6 unit classroom. There are 6 teachers that will get teaching jobs to do. Obia onuya dokuno ni wache, they will automatically get jobs to do. Inti say oba, and you are not able to build anything, and you are relying on a private man's business to say it's part of your agenda of putting up one district, one factory, then I don't think we are moving forward as a country.
But
that would be very unfortunate.
Abane Tehona when provided such packages are companies to strive.
Which is the package?
Oh, that's it. Yes. One more second from, I think, is it Exim Bank? Yeah. One more the revival companies.
I live very close to that place. Very, very close. The number of people who work in that building, I can count them. So if a buy is providing financial support and the business is not expanding the way it should expand to create employment for people, then we are not moving forward. Sometimes as Ghanaians, it's just not about the naming, one district, one factory, no control also. What impact is it making in society? Say, the one district, one factory, and people are not getting jobs in that institution. How is it benefiting society? And the sad thing is that the number of districts Ghana has, do we have even a factory in every district? You didn't fulfill that side of the promise. We are not talking about it. Young Papa Mahama, Okasa obviously E-blocks 200, and he built some. He's still talking about it. Say, Oba, he is going to put up the rest to make sure say we're complete 200. Because it's part of his manifesto. And we don't put up a promise today, and if it's not fulfilled tomorrow, you are coming up with new promises again. What kind of leader will you be?
Okay, when say okay, Brian, come here, chairman or branch chairman. I say a friend of Brian, you know. Okay, also it's you. Yeah. Now, obviously, maybe some say on behalf of the youth, and one man here, and then a surrounding. What do you have for them? And when you know, say, oh, pickups be one branding or what, but Gabi Mazi, what pickup is our?
There's a pickup, not my personal pickup. It will be Diana branding, and or the supporter.
More campaign.
Yes, so
okay, not necessarily say your
music fan.
Okay,
Sabi Kobe Bina Yehiana. Yeah, the bar the year campaign in the community engagement where Castro he's there to support us.
Personally, maybe I'll pick up our branding Mugabe. For that man, no, see the youth in my here, everywhere.
And the youth, how am I going to support them? That is the skill training I'm bringing on board. The I Care project, is targeted towards the youth because Obi. As a youth, say, it's easy for a youth to learn something now. And it's not about hairdressing and seamstressing or tailoring alone. Carpenter Juma, mason Juma, fit Juma. I am ready to support for them to learn a skill. The skill jobs pay as compared to what we see in this country. Africa has a and Ghana has a you to be a per se oko school or you are no apply for job. Me invest. Every job I've done is my own job. A Juma Bia Amaye is my own job, and I wish he said Obia in his own small way, betting me is baby to start up something on their own because say I buy say Obe provide a Juma Amaye now. We'll wait till. But as a youth, utimiko suya baby 3-4 years you are done. 3-4 years. That is why even educational system I have problems with it. Obi in your aggregate 36, we pushing out for free education. Meanwhile, no, you could have encouraged that child to learn a skill. Or you SSS now, definitely the results from the GSS will tell you what will come out in the SSL level. 3 years now, Odukot in our classroom, unya grade 36 and now 45. No, you could have learned a skill: seamstressing, tailoring, masonry, carpentry. So,
But and you cut off na yadema educational system because you person will be able to BC. But at least the educational system, the cut-off points, ebeye SSC, no, they say when SSC, wasi, ebeye senior high. And also can be upgraded.
Be upgraded, but when
it wouldn't depend on skills in the class too, and you be later.
Yes, but you see, Obi, we BC, grade 35, 36. Common construction of English language, mano. You see, some people are born naturally smart. Some people, education is not their thing.
Yeah.
Or let me say, formal education. They could go through other means. You understand me? Instead of getting the child to go through this 3 years system without getting much out of it. And also, more or less, he's only running through because everybody is running through. Or they could skill bianca. If the child can speak English and express themselves a bit, okay. Let's encourage them to go through the formal process. Acquire say one course secondary school, then on can be. You understand? But a child, you identify some kids, SSS now or the results one koji, because they know definitely that the outcome will not be good. So for me, my skill training is targeted towards the OBUA GSS now opese okosuya. I'm ready to support. OUA SSS now opese okosuya. I'm ready to support. But it shouldn't make it look like because they say free education. Even if you are not capable of going through the system, you also want to go. You understand? Sika, I will forever say, taking you up and down. You can empower yourself with the same amount of money by doing something else.
Okay. The news for the youth. When you Leana Sakode, also the only gentleman who can rescue the people of Amasaman constituency from the mess this current government has put us into, is Sedem Afenyo. I say, God bless you. Continue with the good work. Michael Kodo, also Honorable Sedem, is hardworking and humble. His leader and humble. Mr. Sando Pesoka. His leadership style is what we need. Let us vote for Sedem and JM to move Amasama to the next level. Where Michael or the free Mayera Soldier Line. Mayera Soldier Line be your own. Okay. Also, groceries are power. All right. So, Sadem, young national politics. So far, within your constituency, no? Saying that here, say, we're born to Anna, we're born to a man, hono. JM, so to meet your own BB or ho. Chere say, JM, will be the man penny into a bar, or Babeboa, Amasaman.
Pa, JM, boy, Juma, pa. Juma, dear. I keep telling people that when it comes to infrastructure development for Amasaman, say NDC, if NDC was not in existence, I don't think they will have any form of infrastructure development for Amasaman. Yes. Municipal Assembly, when they see it was our time. Municipal Hospital, it was our time. Osha JM Breso, the only polyclinic at your Amasaman constituency, Yan Papa JM, they see. That's the Oduman Polyclinic. The only high court, yes. The only high courts are your Amasaman. When he built it, these people had difficulties in coming to commission the place because but today the only high courts we have in Amasaman, JMNC, E-block we have E-block in Amasaman. Market, the Amasaman market, I find the market in Amasaman, JMNC. So infrastructure development in the school are dying PE. Even the same Amasaman divisional police command, Ayalolo,
Ayalolo.
Exactly. Even the Ayalolo bus away, Amasaman was the first place the piloting was started from. Into JM handwriting there, let me say Amasaman pa.
Amount for no.
Yeah.
And what I mean, I know what the bond to.
Exactly, and I'm proud to talk about his achievements when it comes to Amasaman constituency. A my campaign here, Mimpo.
Oh, sir. Yeah. Okay. And then a man who said, Bema, a man for 2 aba, and the man a your party NDC, and a more parliamentary candidates.
Achievements are shows clear. And when you see the achievements we have garnered, Amasamana, ejuma ya wa amasamana compared to near MPP 4 year. It shows clearly say we stand tall. And obia koto about or expect say oto about they will get returns. And the returns is the infrastructure development that you see around yourself. Inti ohwe time NDC was ejuma ya MPP aba ATS ejuma moye. It shows clearly say if we are given the opportunity we can do more. Say when it comes to municipal say with all these things were done during our time. When someone constituency name say when the opportunity is given to us, what we did previously we could do more, and they will be willing to give us the opportunity to come back and then do more for them. And the about our constituency a womb. Me aye bia aya land gardens and some near their hard dream. Enti minim as say basa o moto abama o say MP so kono de beto wa come so now they about mouth. How are you going to deal with it? I for some time now the issue of land garden has actually I go for more. Enti na make say because recently but assassin Oh my trauma, it is assassin Sadia. What are you going to be getting again? I think the issue of Langard there, it's gone down. It's gone down. Yeah. Okay. It's a issue. That will be MP. How are you? A bouncer will find a way around it. They are human beings just like us, and there are people who live in the same communities within. Sometimes dialogue can solve a lot of these problems. Okay. Mema woman for no so be some questions nibi. Na make I etie for say ye ne eye Sedem Afenyo eye parliamentary candidate edema Amasaman NDC Amasaman constituency. Ono no ginem ewo ho. Ene ono ne yede no edi nkomo no. A ono so akyerkyerem sadia. Nani so adi hu no edema constituency no. Na mo amo ho no munim kyame nti Sedem wa ha wo bibi a obeka na waka baso body bi nso na wo a na wo dia ma no 03022435540 03022435540 na obaso a why was 70 a one of from so atimi aba Memoajo and Memoajo Maza to say
Mavis Hawa Kumtin Nasu Papa Kaswa MP NDC for Slono the same time minister Fatima to Abubakar Mitiomu Magari. Yes. What's your friend was Saddam Anase? Said them, my friend. Now, nobody about boy. Won't it? Said them. Or I'm an Okoba of Fimo. Mebajo minim. Mamma Bitane. I will be say. Say. 1 year Ghana. Answer me, baby, your phone lines and a mamma when you go. Oh, every man. Catch diabolic and now Casaca answer me with so. Oh, my, I know what done for me. And you can say, Mamma to men come in here. Magari, yeah, two stuff from one. Yeah, a one with them is. Missy, Sessiano, Jima, yeah, as the MPP. Missy, NDC for the Omudi or Parliament. Yeah, blue. Okay. Mr. Magari. Mr. Tama East stand there. We are coming to one. Tama East, Yate, Yabao, and then Mewama Samai. Mame Kamasama, somebody going to producer. You know, Amasama, the Nibia, Amasama for no generator or more, and beside video said them. Remember, Hello, good evening, Mr. Yes, I would be baby, I can free. I'm grabbing my ear. Aha, okay, yeah, would you them? Yet you. Okay. You, Musu, Wanga, Kumapa, we control Yamata. Now, Danyamia to say, Yanya representative parliamentary candidate, to take on. Mark, they always say, it doesn't say, or green you, senior, all kinds of technical it's an human in a diadem. It's me guapa because I'm the most to 9 at the idea and no penna a year active for the youth. And it is a Yamia our best Yama skills about in comparative to us, then we congratulate you. So yeah, that's it.
Okay. Also, Madam Sim, and over there. Baba Chome Mwajo.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Udi ani baby akasa free.
I just friend time of saying I will do my why.
Joma. So Joma oh. Yetio.
No, Metia yeah, we honorable said them.
Okay.
Coming MP for Amasama. And Amasama crony in Mr. Moa. Asama honorable said them at work no crepa sa skill learning program is a bema ba ko pe am program no ma because how to make soap liquid soap na ade ti nsema o ti work no cre nsremo ama sama for mo yen dwene ko akire ahonyi hia eye MPP government ready o my Ghana after mo ama sama as the third largest party nsremo Mumma Yenti and show for a fact say yes, and so we can have our say in the next governance of this country. Yes, and yes, say ampa adia omaino formula enti yantu abani ye omaino emphasize baby SSC yantu abanima eyesedem afenyo le yensantum JM na omon drive yemfa kosi because the question no airtime. Where the question they were almost can't send boom nipa are desperate because of power. Or ye the obey no na about na ye den. You mo kwa na Ghana fool or your dosu. Nti emre na so say beto abano ama NDC amanyoko no. Ama sama de mo akasa mu development na woko. Esa ebi obefa bia gota last time you go kushi bia dia kwa ye work gota bu ne na na musa obedu be bi kura so go afu mu so ye dem adai so for the past 7 years MPP for NT amasama say omuna omoye MP no wo kuro mo misra mo amasama fo mo ye ninda ho ne yemboa ema oman no emfa no to mapansura ndama
Madam Sim. Yen kona me for foforo wa ha. Baba Chome Mwajo.
Jerry.
Yes, ma.
Also,
Yetio Baba.
Mediani Misak Asante Ifrefe Amasaman. Savia Branch Communication Officer. Metia honorable said them our name a kwanswa oba. There's 2 big gumo Facebook and so I'm so the and so. Mark, when and anything and any theatre we are. Yen near the Amasaman constituency at the Abom Bosnia. Yabo MPP for Bosnia. Emre naso if you were for yaba ya sabosi ya dibo mo ne yechi we eyasam we eyentokwa ama sama de o se nnuma pa JM eba ya obeye mesi mimi misaki asante se mi nyira bibia so kwanto aba ma JM a megina ayalolo station honorable said them kan ho asem se nya ho anka kurom kura se benya ka akono ju die kura unya kosa ala ya abu wanse JM ayalolo ya odi bayi abefamo na dumuko enu ti se MPP for pro wo mum pro amasama constituency honorable said them onyankopon asira no ye je adiama no waje kura wie na said ye asiwa America no de tie bia December 7th Mark BBC wo Ghana.
Okay. Madam Sim. Baba Cho also me Mwajo ewa ha. Yes, sir.
Whether my money to my power do.
Baba Cho also Madam Sim.
Okay. I get a job and me do I do my oil refinery.
And I dream na oil refinery o.
Come on, get also and opinion na wo adwuma.
Yo. Baba Cho to us where say na wo there.
Again,
me too.
the course way there. Why we said they will be down there. And as you engine now, you want me to be bizarre. Yen in a restaurant or man a munjo. Then came Mujo and Cabagere Sabre, Kayapon, may in a fear. na NDC ni na obetena ya okasa no won say okasa mi say ye mba na omuko school obi wo no ma resource na o di ko school enso ani by nam say free education ti ya pia nipa na akwose won eno na abaya JDM e ka say NDC abaya ka say ba kwala no opese omode omoye de esua adwuma busua adwuma also bet ma hwe wa busua ya me nam we because show BC me 46 na me bra say idea we the ntimi nko school
I was ultimate 46 ade
my girl ma me akwanya da kro na me fa me result mbra na me fa me result mbra
Matthew
adwuma me kuta mba mienu me hwe omu nyina me rent da me si me da o kasoa me sa da abusua no Bagger, would you have na kwenya da kro na me fa me BC results mbra o me de tro wi a no wa hwese manko school a bra me san ye de e boy nti adwuma sua de eso ani
all right
NDC de nyame o ye baba power me da say
and also they are with the abajafa me ba cho ma me fa we majo
Magere.
Yes sir okay it's you
Me da sne adwuma wo na maminda edem honorable minda na sina me bomba say nyame ya na dum na ngi na masama me me a product of amasama because area when na me ya ma ju say future no me kwa around other areas so me ho papa who share agent ko area na apart from motor business na ma bia ni ho na o mi say someone of my company Atamos by or for year or ye nanka of say one said establish Amasama ye now kai pa dia and can say Amasama no move to Abama honorable at them no mayor MP ever on no at Amasama said they're not put to a form to say that just about no but my Amasama no share Ghana has pa dia na omo kra to abama NPP o atime ayem putu juma bia o hwe kwan na eda ho nyina amasama on de menim o nyina na putu juma ye kapa de enkankan ni agin kotoku kwan no amasama o do Magere wo fa one dia abohun say no president
madam fu bi to wa invite me am ntimi nkoi
wa bo o chese wo enye easy say president Akufo-Addo etimodin pa o de bo Ghana for no and can say almost 12 banks John we know who say but me know who say
Medas
papa and say o man pa o mun 12 na o kita jumbo ni dey so on peneso
okay medas pa ma me fa ofufro be last two callers e ba chomajo
Mageri na mi afidi ka
en council
e fu na mi kata no kwase pa se politics pa de
politics idea
ya to be da ni sase ki heaven cry ye college ye move ye be ko heaven ana because who shall blunt we obe kasa se sia who say NPP ba amasama ya nye di pia etinati wo ho ni wa no mo na mo transfer power 2016 mo si ma ye lolo kwa nyina etinati wo Ghana na Usha opi kra no afi no pe MP adiwo amasama eye honorable Yaya Kasi usha tumo oye any papa we po me am people because of papa ya betra wa o tatu amale no batasi no o male pon atele dia wo mi ka no kuri
ade na okan ya ntro
oh amajari na o ka say before we kata so obi di ni car o ma blandi ni car asemo o ka say MPP fo ba yo munya fi na say oh, no ready. I was telling you, anya la patonya wefia. Anya people never nye kaba. People nye kaba masama. Who say I say no kanu nyina anya no kure opese. Ni catch us say. Mageri, first of baby amasama MPP we are going to get almost 75%. MP who papa tra baby ase. No ko na lika. Anti no no tra already e abani atoye amasama 75%. Honorable Yaya Kasi.
Okay. Mame fa last one. Meba cho majo Majo. Oh. When's when okay. I need 100.9. So last one about Mami Fano. Majo. Yes, I do.
Ankasa wonima amasama. Wo baba kama asa me na me fa aje kutuku. Me fa amasama ko kaswa. Nkwan se de ete. Na me fa sakina etu we nyina me fa nkwan se de ete. Me ka asama wo baba ka je wo to wonima amasama.
Okay.
Wo kana baba ka serial college na mo downgrade ye. Ntia efo next time wo ba ka asam papa wonima amasama me ji say honorable Adam Obanya said 65% for honor.
Okay, let us say. And Hannah made a friend of AC. Omran here be back with the Richard. And now back with the Mesha Kazante na or messages in the man can. But Facebook now then you say, men I mean Shadan Canyon. The home say Facebook no and me cost na me sign baby my banner messages no old messages in the call. Now new ones and now bad. That's the reason. Richard said, my honest and humble, hard-working, selfless incoming Amasama MP, Honorable Sedem Apenyo, is he's not yet an MP, but the whole of Amasama can testify of the gargantuan projects that the incoming Amasama MP has put up. He has built a school block from foundation to finishing point. And now Kanana. He has renovated 3 cheap compounds left in the bush to rot. Today, these cheap compounds are working fully. Sedem Afenyo has a foundation known as iCare. Wakan Wasem iCare. And through this foundation, he has trained many youth in Amasaman. After graduation, he established them to start work on their own. Richard Amasamana Odiaba. Meshach Asante said, in fact, I'm very much excited for hearing the voice of my incoming Member of Parliament for Amasaman, Honorable Sedem Apenyo, on Torchlight with Mark Jerry OSEI AGYEMAN. God bless him and give him the strength to lead Amasaman from 2025 going. Meshach Asante. And so now, all the way at the buyer. Okay. Iti Sedem. Oman foni tiyo. Then I will catch room. A couple some back home. Never to Abba.
Yo, kakra meka achre Amasaman for ne se. Me da mo se ejuma pa me ye no. They are also seeing it and they are appreciating it. But I want them to understand that Yen Papa Mahama say we have to build the Ghana we want together. Inti obia ewo ejuma ese oye. Omo a omo ti Amasama na omo pese Amasama eyeye no. Omo ma yen coming together. Na yen build Amasama na yen to abapa on the 7th of December because abane yankotoa yen the expected development ayepa wa Amasama. Me kwa campaign na nkofo pie kasa o afiwe de yen to aba because at we don't get anything. But I want them to know say yampase ebia the kind of or your expectation in terms of development. But as time goes on, a time will come. Nyankupo ankaza be you be papa amaye. And I think that this is the time. Earlier on say I have passion for this job. Yeah. But I need everybody to support me. Support Nese on the 7th of December. Ye na yebe pie akwakoto aba amaye papa John Dramani Mahama. Na mo ato ama munyu abe ma Sedem Apenyo so. And I can assure you, together we will build the Amasama we want. Because the Jumani de Minkwa minti. Yeah. That is the simple message I have for my people. And I know and I believe strongly that on the 7th of December, on Beto Abamami. From there, everybody should be ready to come on board.
Sedem, and then you that's so by Bekaya. Ogan with your chairman, good. Abusian, Amasaman parliamentary candidate, Edema NDC, Sedem Apenyo, and I yet saying in car and ne, and you now ballot paper, what that's saying?
Ballot paper, number 2.
Okay, to now toss me,
Okay, yes. Okay, number 2. Say, they should just look out for the umbrella. Umbrella,
NDC umbrella,
yes, normal fancy side, no. Okay, umbrella, no.
All right,
both for GM and myself.
Okay, that's it. It's an annual hand the Torchlight here, DC. So the decision, Amasamai constituency, Edamabem, Yamea Doma Cabo Sume Bakone Kotuaba. ɛha na yɛde dwumadi ni sɛ medin de Jerry OSEI AGYEMAN mede asɛda bɛma ɛyɛ IKEA champion ɛna ɛyɛ Francis Okokroko Kwasi Aboagye ɛna ɛmi supervisor Dr. Father Dixon na executive producer the general manager Kennedy Asante Osei Eboni Chidom yɛde dwumadi na ɛsi ɔkyena mene obɛhyia wɔ Ghana bontie so ɛyɛ your super duper morning show yɛkɔ nyame nka obi biara ho DJ Toxic